my invisible fence.
Yeah, it's right here. So we got the Emperor's New Fence right here, keeping out the haters, you know? Keeping in the cattle, keeping out the haters. No, haters are always welcome. Comment below. Thanks for the engagement, bro. You saw us putting in this well, but now the power's been attached. So let me walk you through the system that we have here to pump water to places that are already determined but not installed yet. The first thing I want to talk about is this fake rock. You need some way to insulate and keep your well equipment from freezing. And that's all in this fake rock, but there's two types of fake rocks. There's an insulated one, and then there's one that has an insulated liner, and that's what this one has. So when we lift the rock up, now notice that it's not like completely done, because when it is, we'll have to dig this out, put this in the ground, and put some dirt around it. But we're gonna put in some water lines here shortly, so provided that the weather stays nice. So this is what we're working on. There's the insulated bag, comes off, and now we have the computer and that controls the well pump. The solar panels, that's where we get the power from. Notice we don't have any batteries, so only when the sun is shining will we get some water. If you have worked with a well before, here's the pressure tank, here's the computer that tells the pump to go. It's not like the pump you may have in your house. This is like a constant pressure pump. And so the computer tells it like what voltage to go to like pump the water out. So if we have a little bit of flow, it pumps a little bit. If we have a lot of flow, it's going. This is the test nozzle, and in order to get your well like approved, you have to send a water sample off for testing and have that recorded with the county. So the pumps out, comes to this pressure tank, which is like pressurizing the line. You'll see the pressure gauge. These typically run like 30 to 50 or 60, 40, but the way they work is when the pressure falls, then it clicks the pump on, and this handles that like swing in the pressure. There's air in here and a bladder that you have to like pump it up like your car tire, but that allows for the pressure to change and be consistent. We have a garden hose hookup here, which we won't use because that means you have to get inside. And then here we have a ball valve, and then this is going to go to our water system. So when we want to turn it on, we just hit that handle and the water will flow to the cattle waterers and the frost-free hydrants that we install here in the next little bit, maybe.
All right, now tell them why you've shown this.
Yeah. And I'm showing you this because I want you to be familiar with solar-powered wells. Oftentimes, there might be a couple reasons. You're super far away from the grid, or you just don't want to deal with the grid. The power company is months away from getting you a power drop, and you need water immediately. The solar power is a really, really good option for like off-grid applications. As long as the sun is shining, this water is pumping. You can see there's lots of pressure, but that depends on like your well, and that depends on the water in your region. But a solar powered well is a great way to do it. Now the batteries aren't the most like efficient, so you can't depend on this to pump when the sun is not shining. However, we're gonna put a generator plug here. The other way that you can do is if you're at the top of the hill, you can fill up a large tank that will gravity feed whatever you need below. Now, a gravity feed, you need 1 foot of elevation for 1/2 of PSI. So if we're looking for like the 60 pounds, 40 pounds that a house might require, you need to be 80 feet up in the air with your tank. Now, you have other challenges with a tank like that, and that might be that it freezes, but we have known people to put cisterns in the ground, whether that be like a septic tank or like a large in-ground potable water tank, and then that can gravity flow to other stuff. We won't need it here because we've designed our system to have some extra capacity at the watering stations that'll get the cattle through the evening when the sun's not shining. But these panels are really, really efficient. We've used 3 of them, and even on like a cloudy day, we'll get a little bit of water pumping, and that's all we need from this. I'm showing you this because I want you to be sustainable, cheaper, faster, and more efficient than we were. So that's our whole thing at Sustainable Homestead. We talk about this stuff in our Homestead permaculture classes, our online Homestead Mastermind every Wednesday. This is just another way that we can capitalize on what nature has around for a little bit of money and maximize the efficiency of our landscape.